How's it going? On today's video, I am going to be teaching you how to classify your money correctly. If you are trying to retire early, if you are brand new to investing, and if you're brand new to entrepreneurship, then you need to know this stuff because it is so important on how to classify your money correctly. If you have been thinking about quitting your job, if you want a lifestyle where you don't have to work for your income, and you just want income on autopilot, then you need to watch this video because this is what I'm going to be going over today. Is really important, and it's something that it's so overlooked. I even overlooked this for years, and I think I paid for it. I don't regret anything on my journey, but if I would have known how to classify my income correctly, then I would have done things a lot differently, and I would have done what I do now a lot sooner. So let's get into it. Welcome to Market Maker TV, where we help investors and entrepreneurs become the best version of themselves. It's your boy Nemo. Welcome to the channel. So on today's video, I'm going to be showing you how to classify your income properly. This is really important because, like I said, I didn't do this for years. One of the first books, I kid you not, one of the first books I ever read was Rich Dad, Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki. If you haven't read it already, then go ahead and read it. I'm guessing if you're an entrepreneur or investor, you probably have already read it. And it was one of the first books that I ever read in the beginning of my journey. But you also have to understand that I did not come into money. These principles about money and stuff, I have built this blueprint on my own. No one mentored me or showed me the game or handheld me. So I've had to learn this stuff through trial and error. Even though I read books about money, and even though I had made over $1 million at that point, I still was not applying these principles the way that I thought I was, because if you read anything about Rich Dad Poor Dad, he talks about the cash flow quadrant, and you got your E where employee, then you got your S for self-employed, then you got B for big business, then I for investor. And even though I thought I was doing the right side of the quadrant, I wasn't. And I wanted to make this video. I've got my whiteboard here, and I wanted to make this video just in case, because I know that this could be really helpful for people that may think that you're in this column of passive income, but you're not, and the thing is if you're trying to retire, if you're trying to make sure that you never have to work again, and your money truly is passive and truly is on autopilot, then you need to understand these concepts, because you got to understand I'm also a day trader. And if you're a day trader, or if you're an investor, or if you're an entrepreneur, whatever, I think the big thing that we have to remember is what the objective is. It's so easy to get tied up in our business. It's so easy to get tied up in the day trading, the hot new stock, or the what currency is moving, it's so easy to get tied up in that. But if you're really after freedom, like me, I'm trying to retire in the next 3 years. So this is really important to me to know these concepts. So let's go ahead and dive right into it. All right, so the first column that you have to understand is active. All right, so you have active income. Okay, so active income is basically, I'm gonna draw a little diagram here. Active income is going to be it's going to be income that you have to work for. Okay, now you may know this. I don't want to insult anybody's intelligence on this video, but just bear with me. I'm going to show you this whiteboard all throughout, because this is how I see my money, and this is how I see my income streams essentially. So you're basically getting the blueprint on how I see my money. This is the flow of my money. Okay, so I just want to explain that. All right, so you're gonna have your active, then you're gonna have your passive, And then this is one that I don't know if other people do this, but I made my own and I call it my speculation bucket, okay? So you got your left side active, right side passive, and then under speculation. This is how I see my money, all right? Now I'm gonna go through each column, and show you the different ways that I make my money, all right? So active is going to be money that I have to work for. I have to put my time, money, and energy into, okay? Now this one is interesting because as an investor and entrepreneur, like our income, I feel like our income is kind of weird, you know, as like it's not like we get a normal paycheck. Like we kind of have to work for our pay. We have to kill, you know, hunt what we kill, you know, and especially as a day trader too. So I never really got it the way that I got it now. So let me explain. So active is going to be money that you use your time, money, and energy for. Passive is going to be money that you don't have to work at all for. You make one investment or you do one thing one time and it's you know, an automatic income for you. And then my speculation bucket is kind of like my jackpot bucket, okay? Like I kind of see my speculation bucket as like if I get a big boom in something, like a market move or something like that, then this is how I see my income, okay? So the reason why you want to see your income split up like this is because think about money as like a pie, right? Like you guys could see my light ring highlighting on my whiteboard here. So think about that as like money, all right? This big pie of money. You want to split your money up into pie, all right? Into pieces of pie. And you do that based on what you feel is going to be the best investment for you, what's going to give you the best return, okay? So active income. My active income column is going to be composed of a few things, all right? For one, I am a day trader, all right? Now this one may surprise you, okay? Because when I made this shift mentally to understand that day trading is not passive income, it changed everything for me. Because you got to understand, like, I'm a Forex trader and I'm actually a damn good one at that. And my big thing is I used to want to like build accounts. And I wanted the best track record and I wanted to build the biggest account I could possibly build. And even though that's all fine and dandy, like it gave me a lot of cash, I still was working for that income. That's active income. After the trade was closed, Forex does not continue to make me money unless Forex options, let me put that actually, FX options, and I think futures as well. Anything that's day tradable, okay? I don't trade futures, so I don't really know much about them. But I'm pretty sure they're day tradable, right? All right, so Forex, options, futures, like these are things that are day tradable. Like you're not holding them for the long term. You can't pass it down. It's a skill-based asset, all right? So it's active. I have to watch my chart. Even with my algorithm, like I have an algorithm now that trades for me. Even with that, like that is still active income, even though it's hands-free. Like I've made it passive, but the market itself is still an active income stream, all right? So that one really changed the game for me. Second is going to be my content, all right? So my content is going to be my music and then these videos, all right? So YouTube pays me, my music pays me, so my content. So whenever I drop a YouTube video, I have ads. I get AdSense. Then music, when I have my Spotify streams, like, you know, when my Apple streams, like all this is within my active column because I have to use my time, it's a skill-based stream, okay? And then the next one, and this is one that might throw you by surprise, is my business sales. I do not see the salaries that I get from my business as passive income. Whether I have a big job, a small job or not, if I get a salary from one of my few companies, I do not see it as passive income. And I'll tell you why. Because for one, my business, it could be here today and gone tomorrow. God forbid, okay? But at the same time, like, it's still money that I have to work for. I have to make decisions for. Like, I have to think for. I even if I'm CEO and all the hard work is with my employees, like, I still have to make decisions as the head of the company and make sure that we are afloat. Now, let's talk about passive income. So passive income is going to be dividends. Okay? If you don't know what dividends are when you invest into a different company, okay? Something that you don't own, somebody else's company, and they do all the work, okay? Whether they're your CEO or not, okay, remember, whether you're CEO or not, this one, you don't have to be CEO, you don't have to be board, you don't have to do anything. All you have to do is invest into that company. You can invest into that company two ways. One, through their stock, or one, through acquisition. Okay, like if you're really playing at that level as an investor, you can buy companies and, for example, my buddy Lewis, he's looking into buying a State Farm, I think it was. All right, so because he believes that insurance is it's going to be, it's something that everybody needs. It's a great wealth model, so he wants to buy a State Farm. All right, so think about that. Like, if you buy a State Farm, they already have a CEO, they already have systems in place, they already have employees and people want to work for them, and they already have customers and client bases. All you have to do is make that investment and hire the right people to run the operation for you. Then if you don't have that much money, you have stocks as well. There are dividend stocks, and I'll have a different video on that, on how to choose dividend stocks, how I choose my dividend stocks, and how I build my dividend portfolio. Okay, so that's one way. All right, so it doesn't require anything at all to make money. So that money is on complete autopilot. Next, this one's gonna surprise you as well, is my content. Okay, now you're like, whoa. Like, you just said content was an active one. Well, guess what? Eventually it becomes passive, because initially content is very slow. It's organic. My music, my videos, my YouTube videos, it's really slow. Like, even if I have promo behind it, like, it's still gonna be slow for me to earn that money back, because streams, it's not, you need a lot of streams, you need a lot of views to make money on your content. However, it becomes passive eventually, because like, I'm starting to get paid for videos that I made years ago, because I got accepted into the YouTube partner program. So, when you have content, it eventually becomes passive. Next, you're gonna have real estate. Then there's gonna be physical real estate. And then you're gonna have REITs. Okay, real estate is also passive. Okay, so meaning you make the investment, you put tenants in, and you collect a check each month. All right, now, me personally, I don't like physical real estate because I live overseas. I don't live in America. So, I like to invest into REITs. I like to invest into REITs, which is markets. If you don't know what a REIT is, it's basically a fund within the market where it's somebody else does the work. They find all the investment deals. They are great at this job. You know, they find all the apartments, and it's normally big commercial deals. Okay, so you know, a little bit more stable than single family homes. And then you make the investment kind of like a dividend, and then you collect your check. All right, and they do all the hard work. They find the tenants, they deal with the tenant issues and all that stuff. I don't like to do the physical stuff. I've literally had to fight a tenant a few years back. Like, I think it was like 2014. He just got up in my face, pushed me. Like, I don't like to deal with that, you know? Like, and even though like I could get a tenant manager and all that stuff, a maintenance person, it's just not fun being, you know, thousands of miles away from my property. Even though I'm gonna be dropping videos on international real estate, I do have land and stuff here where I live overseas, but at the same time, it's just not my thing right now. All right, maybe like a part of my investment portfolio, I plan on getting into heavy real estate investing around like 30, 31. Right now, I'm only 28. Okay, so I got a couple years. I want to stay really cash heavy right now. So I'm really just working my system until then. So we got our active side, then we got our passive side, and then now let's talk about speculation. So speculation, this is gonna probably surprise you as well, because this is huge right now. Everybody's talking about it, especially on Twitter and stuff. One that I see is Bitcoin, really all cryptos. Okay, so I'm gonna put crypto. Now, I put crypto under speculation because, I mean, crypto, it's not really, yes, it's an investment, but I don't see it as it's a replacement. You know, you don't want to see crypto that way. Like I think that's kind of sheep thinking, you know, like if you're gonna bank all your money on crypto as, oh, it's the future, I think that's really, really naive. Like I don't wanna knock anybody's intelligence, but I think that's just really naive. I'm not saying it's a bad investment. Put money into it, yes, but don't see it as the have all, it's the future, it's gonna change everything. Like maybe it will, maybe it won't. You know, you gotta see it as an investor and have your money in different columns, okay? Next, I have gold and commodities. So I'm gonna just put gold for now, or I'll put gold and silver, because I do have silver. All right, gold and silver. So I put crypto, gold, and silver under speculation because I see these buckets as kind of like if I got lucky. So there's been a big crypto boom. Crypto just hit 30,000. That's excellent. You know, I think I got in around like 10,000, 11,000. So like, you know, that's excellent for my portfolio. That's why I say it's a speculation bucket, because it pops up randomly. Gold and silver work the same way. You know, I don't see them as like they're the have all. You know, a lot of people see gold and crypto as like the new backing. They throw that word all the time. But me, I see it as like speculation. I see it as like it has the ability to just, you know, to pop, to drop, you know. Yeah, I think history has shown us that with both crypto and gold and silver. If you like this video, make sure that you subscribe. Make sure you smash that like button. That really helps me out with the YouTube algorithm. That lets YouTube know that this content is good, and it lets me know that you love this content so that I can put out more. In the comment section, put what you learned today, if you learned anything at all, and if there's anything that you could teach us about how you manage your money and your finances. And then of course, make sure you subscribe and turn on those notifications for more videos just like this so that you get updated as soon as the videos are released. Thanks again for watching Market Maker TV, and I will see you in the next video.